there's nothing more similar as far as two major states in America than the two biggest states, California and Texas. You have these vast differences in policy, and what you have to ask yourself is then what are the results? There are 42% more poor people in California than in Texas. Those extra people, those extra bureaucrats and the extra costs, they don't just take your money. What do they do with their time when they're sitting around the halls of government in California? They regulate. Average annual compliance costs for regulatory compliance was about $134,000 per year, or even more than their taxes. You can get a pretty decent idea as to why it's so difficult for people to lift themselves up and to improve their conditions in the Golden State. The cost of electricity for a high electrical usage customer is 88% higher in California than it is in Texas. If California ratepayers paid the same as what Texans pay for electricity, they would save $10 billion a year. California is the most electrically dependent state on other states. Now what's interesting about this is California politicians prize green electrons because they're all about global warming and let's reduce pollution. Why do they have so much oil and why is it still in the ground? Do you think that politics might have something to do with that? Perish the thought, politics! They've got oil in California. They just don't want to pull it out of the ground. So don't feel sorry for them. You have bad policies, people act. The number one state of destination for Californians fleeing the public policy devastation that is their state is Texas. It's the small entrepreneurs, it's the mom and pop business owners, it's the working poor. Those are the individuals that most suffer and are most leaving the state of California. The policies here in Texas really help foster a higher value or greater value from people. And I think that's why Texas's future is bright and California's is, I think, going to continue to be on a downward trajectory.